Please subscribe my channel. The house was filled with music, wine, and relaxed laughter when she waved me over with a smile that seemed too wide. Her friend asked how we met, and before I could say anything, my wife laughed and replied, "Oh, he's just a friend." She said it seriously, not as a joke or out of nerves, but with confidence. A few guests chuckled politely. Someone raised an eyebrow. I felt the moment drag on, waiting for her to correct herself, but she never did. We had driven there together, arrived together, and lived together. Yet in that instant, she brushed me aside easily, like an old habit she no longer needed, but still kept around. I stayed quiet. I didn't react. I just took a sip of my drink and let her words sink in completely. Disrespect can sound gentle when said with a smile, but it hurts just as much. I saw how at ease she was saying it, how natural it felt to her. That bothered me. I waited until the talk came back around, and people looked at me again out of courtesy. Then I spoke quietly, without anger, choosing clear words over an outburst. I smiled and said, "Actually, this is my ex." I didn't stress it. I didn't add details. I just let the words sit right where she had placed me. The reaction was instant. The laughter stopped suddenly. Drinks hovered near mouths. My wife turned quickly, her face showing surprise turning to worry. Someone whispered, thinking they had heard wrong. I said nothing more. Quiet filled the room like a rush of air. Her friends stared, rethinking everything they believed. She tried to laugh it off, saying I was only kidding. I shook my head softly. Jokes need agreement from both sides. Truth does not. Her cheeks turned red as it all sank in. I hadn't insulted her. I hadn't fought over words. I had simply taken the label she gave and shared it with everyone. That's when her closest friend stepped up, looking straight at her, not at me. The change wasn't dramatic. It was powerful. Truth often shows up without warning. Her best friend didn't ask anything. She didn't seem puzzled. She looked let down. She said my wife's name softly, the way you do when something breaks that you saw coming. Then she turned to the group and said, "I told you this would happen if you kept treating him like something you could put on a shelf." The room went still again, even more this time. My wife stumbled over words, trying to explain, calling it harmless fun. Her friend shook her head and said, "You can't make fun of someone's loyalty in front of others and expect it to stay private." Those words hit harder than mine. People shifted in their seats, seeing that they were watching something long overdue. I stood calm, letting the truth come out through someone else. My wife looked at me then, truly looked, and noticed a gap she hadn't seen growing. She asked if we could talk alone. I said, "No." The chance for privacy was already used up. The quiet grew heavy and fitting. The party suddenly felt too crowded for excuses. I explained peacefully that I didn't call her my ex to cause pain. I did it because she had already said it out loud. Words shape what is real. Once said in public, she talked about what she meant. I focused on what it did. She said she didn't intend it that way. I said intentions don't cancel the effect. Her best friend folded her arms, staying silent, which somehow spoke more. Guests looked away. They knew boundaries had been crossed that couldn't be fixed. I wasn't mad. That puzzled her. Anger opens the door to talks. Firmness does not. I told her I had stayed quiet at first to see if she would stand up for us. She didn't. That wasn't blame. It was fact. She cried quietly, seeing that sorry wouldn't change what happened. I thanked the host for the night and grabbed my jacket. As I left, no one said a word. Not from fear, but from getting it. When respect goes away in public, it doesn't come back easily. The party went on, but something important in it stopped. Outside, the cool night air felt refreshing and clear. Her best friend came out for a moment, saying sorry for not stepping in earlier. I thanked her and said it wasn't needed. Some lessons need people to see them. Back inside, I heard soft voices starting up again carefully. My wife didn't come out right away. She needed time for the room to accept her words. When she finally came outside, her sureness was gone. She asked if I really meant it. I said yes. Titles matter when people count on them for feeling secure. She said she felt humiliated. I told her humiliation comes from the truth coming out, not from the truth itself. She asked what went wrong with us. I said nothing quick. It had been wearing away each time I was made small for ease or laughs. She said she hadn't seen it. I told her understanding often comes too late. I didn't make threats. I didn't beg. I just said I wouldn't fix things for her in front of others anymore. The quiet came back. Deeper. Done. We drove home in separate cars. That meant something. At home, I packed a small bag slowly, taking only what I needed. She watched without fighting the words anymore. She asked if this was truly happening. I said it already was. Tonight only made it clear. She said sorry again, more slowly now without excuses. I accepted the sorry but didn't offer a fix. Saying sorry admits the hurt. It doesn't erase it. I told her trust grows from actions, not words. She nodded, really hearing me for once instead of putting on a show. I slept on the couch that night, not to punish, but for distance. Distance helps see clearly. Words can confuse. In the morning, she made coffee and left mine untouched. I noticed little things start to count again, but only after the big ones were faced. We talked surely about practical things calmly, no shouting, no scenes. When people expect mess and get calm, it pushes for truth. That night didn't destroy everything. It stopped the pretending, and pretending had been the true danger all along. Later, people spoke about that party in quiet voices. They remembered the quiet more than the words. What broke things wasn't me calling her my ex. It was her best friend, not covering for the falsehood. That moment took away all the reasons right away. My wife later said that scene kept playing in her head. Not because she was embarrassed in front of others, but because she felt out of step with who she wanted to be. I didn't call her my ex to get back at her. I said it because she had already stepped away from being partners in public. I just followed the truth to where it led. Quiet isn't weak when you choose it. It's getting ready. When I finally spoke, I didn't get loud or act superior. I took the part she gave me and played it. That's what shifted the room. People aren't scared of fights. They're scared of clear truth. You can't fight against it. The party continued. The message stayed. When someone treats commitment like a joke in passing, take them at their word. Then walk away with self-respect. Self-respect doesn't need praise. It needs strength and the bravery to let others feel what they will.